Oh shit! They start dumping that thing, you hear me? Somebody get some ground. Oh.
Y'all, they is having a standoff with the They really shooting. What the? Somebody crashed. Oh my God. Where are they shooting from? Oh my God.
What's up, gang? Welcome back to Trenches Politics TV, where we definitely politicking from the trenches. Let's get it. A woman wanted in Delaware dies from a police chase that ended with a shootout in Chester. Wilmington police say the entire incident began just before noon when officers responded to the 300 block of North Madison Street to arrest a suspect wanted in the shooting that happened last December. Now, according to the police, they say the suspect was a 23-year-old woman who attempted to run from the police earlier and rammed multiple marked Wilmington police vehicles before getting onto I-95 North and fleeing into Pennsylvania. Police say they then gave chase and pursued the woman into Pennsylvania, where they say the suspect eventually crashed into Chichester and allegedly fired a gun at police. And according to them, at that time, 2 Delaware state troopers discharged their service firearms at the suspect. Now, according to them, the suspect then got into another vehicle and drove into Chester, where she later crashed into another structure and allegedly ran into a home. That's when she then got into a third car and then attempted to run, according to police. At that time, a total of 10 law enforcement officers discharged their firearms, striking the vehicle and suspect. She later died from her injuries. The standoff chase caused officials to shut down I-95 from exits 4 through 6 for about an hour.
Chester, Delaware County, and a very active scene unfolding here. You can see this crash, that car overturned, but afterward, look at this. This is at 12th and Curlin Streets here in Chester. A large police presence in the aftermath of that crash, with police having guns trained on that building there and the car there. There's another car around the corner that appears to be riddled with bullets. Police are asking the public to please avoid this area. You can see why here at 12th and Curlin Streets, a police situation unfolding following a crash involving at least 2 vehicles here. We're going to gather additional information and bring that to you. So this was, we are just learning, a shooting suspect chased out of Delaware, ending in a crash here in Chester, Pennsylvania. The car there overturned. Again, another one around the corner, but in the aftermath, police have the big guns trained on this vehicle here. It also looked like they were pulling in some armored vehicles to assist here. We're not sure what is happening at the moment, but this was the aftermath.
First at 5, we are learning new details about the police chase that spanned 2 states and ended in a deadly shootout with police in Chester. Police say the woman behind the wheel was wanted in connection to a shooting from last year. When they tried to apprehend her, she fled. Thanks for joining us. I'm Johnny Archer.
And I'm Tracy Davidson. Police say the suspect stole 3 cars in an attempt to get away from police and hit multiple police cars along the way. Chase started in Wilmington, ended in Chester, where police say she crashed one of the stolen vehicles into a home. NBC 10's Tim Furlong joins us live in Chester with the latest. Tim?
Yeah, since Laura Make and I last joined you, we've learned a whole lot more about what happened. Wilmington police put out a release with a timeline of what happened. Now take a look at the video. They say just before noon, Wilmington police tried to take a 23-year-old woman into custody on North Madison Street in connection with a shooting. Police say she took off, slammed into police cars, got on I-95, where police chased her across the Pennsylvania line. They say she crashed her car, fired on state troopers who fired back. She stole another car, they say, and took off and got off the highway in Chester, where she crashed an SUV and rolled it over. They say she still managed to get out and take another car and try to take off, but police from Wilmington, Trainer, Delaware State Police, and 1 Chester officer fired on the car and the woman was killed. Now, a woman who says she's the suspect's mother arrived here in Chester just after that woman was killed. Take a listen.
Why? Why? Make it make sense, because I can't make it make sense at all. And we're still standing here waiting to see how.
Yeah, obviously this is a tragedy for the family. The vehicles in question have been towed away, and it isn't clear if mom knew at that point what had taken place this afternoon or that her daughter had been wanted by police. The police have not yet released the suspect's name. I-95 was closed for a while this afternoon, but it's since reopened. The Delco DA's office is going to lead the investigation that involves, like I said, a bunch of police jurisdictions, Wilmington, Chester, and a bunch of others in between, plus Delaware State Police. This is going to be complicated. It's going to be tricky. We're going to continue to follow. We're live in Chester, just off I-95.
Now, a lot of people were saying this situation reminded them of the movie Set It Off, which was played by Queen Latifah. And the infamous character that she played was Cleo. And Cleo's situation reminded you of this whole entire situation. Then you have a lot of comments and a lot of spectators that saying they killed that girl and she ain't even fired not 1 shot. But like some comments said, if you go back and do your research, the girl was wanted for murder. And she took off after she hit a couple cop cars and then shot her down. Allegedly. Who knows though, gang? But make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe, share the video out, and drop a comment to the situation after you set your notification, and keep rocking with Trenches Politics TV. We definitely politicking from the trenches. Let's get it.
City of Chester Police Department.
What can you tell us, Chief?
Close to 10 minutes to 12, we received an alert tone for an assist officer by the Chichester exit. Upon that, we got information that the vehicle pursuit was coming out towards Carlin Street, at which time, that's why we're here right now. What I can tell you right now, it's an active investigation. Currently right now, taking the lead will be the District Attorney's Office of Delaware County. I can confirm we do have one deceased female.
Can you tell us, we understand it began with a chase out of Wilmington and Delaware State Police. Can you tell us anything about that?
That's confirmed. What I do have is that the female that is deceased was wanted, and there was an active warrant, and that's why she fled from police.
You said what she was wanted for?
I don't have that information.
So were the marshals trying to get her, or Wilmington Police trying to pick her up? Did somebody spot her somewhere, or was this like they were trying to go pick her up as far as you know?
All I know is that she had an active warrant, and I believe it was a joint task effort.
Was there some sort of interaction that she had with police? You said she fled from police. Did they make contact with her at one point?
From where we picked up on her from, we picked up from 911 when the alert tone came out towards Chichester for the assist officer.
Can you sort of narrate what happened here? You heard she hit another car on the highway, carjacked. How did it end up here as far as you know?
So what we have here is you have one vehicle overturned. That's the vehicle that was from the carjacking, and then you have another vehicle that's crashed here also.
How gets the other connection? She goes into a home here. Once she flips the car, what did she do?
So again, like I said, it's an active investigation. I'm not 100% on that, but I will tell you that there was several vehicles involved. We have one overturned, and we have another one here on the side.
Police fired on her. Was she in the vehicle when police fired on her?
I'm not sure.
So her vehicle's the one here upside down against the wall?
That's correct, and there's a Chrysler 2 that she got into.
Where's the timeline of the car?
Well, like I said, we got it 10 minutes to 12. So prior to that.
So was there a shootout down in Chichester in a crash car that she was first driving to Delaware?
From what we have, I'm not sure on that, but what we have is came out as an assist officer, shots fired.
In Chichester.
That's correct.
And then she carjacks the vehicle there somehow.
I'm not 100% sure on that.
But she obviously leaves Chichester and makes her way up here.
That's correct, and that's why we're here.
Do you know her? Do you identify her?
I have no idea who she is.
She fired shots on your or any other officers from this location?
Like I said, it's an active investigation, not right now.
So one suspect, one female suspect.
That's correct.
She was the only person in the car?
That's correct.
Okay, so she went from one car to another.
That's what we have so far, correct.
13 men. What's the relationship with the other car? Full of bullets compared to the one that the suspect was in?
From what I have, the one that you see that was overturned, that's the one that came from Chichester. And then she gets into another vehicle, and that's the one right there directly behind me.
Were there people that she didn't make her way inside a house? Can you talk about where that falls in the
I don't know if that's a false statement or not.
There's no reason to believe that was her house, though. She didn't go home and try to figure this out.
No, it is confirmed she is from Wilmington.
The car that's here turned over, was that the car she was driving from Delaware?
That's what we have so far, correct. That's the one from Chichester.
Okay, so the car that is ditched in Chichester, was she was driving to Delaware?
That's correct.